been a big weapon for you, but it seemed like in this fight, at least for me, more than a lot of fights, you were just, closing the distance and then just throwing these bombs over. Was there something about Bisping's style that you saw him opening for those opening fights, or did he criticize it, or what was going on there?
It was apparent that he always liked to circle off his left, which was towards my right hand. But I was supposed to be setting it up a little better with my jab and my left hook with my front hand. And I'm not sure exactly what I did right before I landed that right, but I knew that he likes to circle off after an attack trying to get away towards my power hand, and it's just not a smart thing to do. So I was looking for that pretty much from the get-go. A little too much the first round. I got my jab and hook going. The second round was done.
Dana?
Yep.
Back here. Alan Belcher was visibly disappointed with with the decision, and he walked over to you guys on that side of the octagon. What exactly did he say?
He was yelling to me saying, come on. I said, don't leave it in their hands. I got nothing to do with the judging. I see people get screwed all the time by judging. You can't leave it up to them. Don't ask me.
And question for Dan. Leading up to this bout, most of the talk was the fact that if Bisping wins, he gets a title shot on his home soil. If Dan Henderson wins, he gets pushed off to the side. It goes to Damian Maia and Nate Marquardt. Other than your performance tonight, what are you going to talk to Dana about to try and convince him to get you that title shot?
Ultimately, it's up to him, but I feel in my mind that I came back and fought some fights and deserved that. It's up to him to make that decision. It's up to me to beat his ass if he doesn't make the right decision. No, but it's
See,
a
he
fight
is
that
a violent, dirty guy.
It's a fight that I want, and I feel like I haven't asked for it yet. I know I've let it know that I would like that rematch, but I have never asked Dana or anybody to give me that. It's just a matter of time. I knew that I had to win some fights and beat some good guys first, and I felt like I'd done that now. And if it doesn't happen, I like fighting the 205 too. So there's lots of matchups for me, but we'll see. We'll see if he makes the right choice.
Dana,
Yep.
on the Fan Expo, do you have an idea of how many people? Were there, and what are your thoughts as far as you want to do it once a year, twice a year, never again?
I don't know, but they were estimating there was between 30 and 50,000 people just here for the expo, because they couldn't get tickets. That's why we did so well in closed circuit.
Do you remember the close circuit?
Huh?
Do you know how the close circuit did?
Closed circuit kicked out, so I don't have the numbers here, but, we sold out here and we had to open up the MGM Grand Garden Arena to sell more over there. What did you ask me? I'm just hoping
About the Fan Expo, your thoughts as far as...
I thought it was awesome. I mean, we were blown away. We thought it was a great idea. We thought it would be huge. We thought it would work. And now we just got to get back together and figure out when we want to do it again, where we want to do it again, how we want to start running these things. But it's fun. I mean, what we did was every year that we went to the fights in Columbus, Ohio, we did it during the Arnold. And you go to these expos, it's fun. It's all these people that share the same interests and love MMA, and all the people that come in town, for a fight weekend are looking for stuff to do anyway, and everybody's trying to organize these things and get together, so it made a lot of sense.
Dan, down front. I just wanted to ask you what your thoughts were on John Jones and how he's continuing to grow as a fighter.
Yeah, let me tell you what, out of all the fights that this kid's had, everybody talks about how impressed they've been. He looked good tonight. One of the things that I noticed first off in that fight is that, O'Brien's a wrestler. He was, I guarantee he worked on his wrestling to take this thing down to the ground. And he had a hard time getting Jones down to the ground. His wrestling looked good tonight. Ends up winning with submission. I mean, the kid's the real deal. He looked good tonight. Very happy with his performance.
Okay, I want to go back to the rock for a second. There were a lot of things done after that fight. Overall, I thought the performance was tremendous, but I felt that there was some thing with Frank, it was the sponsor bashing, it was the reference to his wife.
not who we are. To be honest with you, it's not who he is.
Why do you say that's not who he is?
It's not who he is, because this guy, I've spent time with this guy, you know? You hang out with these people personally, and you get to know somebody. He gets in there, the adrenaline starts kicking, you know, and the mouth starts moving, but the brain isn't sending shit to the mouth. I don't know where it's coming from, you know? It's what's happening up there. And I can tell you, that's not who he is. If he was a dick, I would tell you right now, this guy is uncontrollable. He's an idiot, and he says, you know, I don't know what to do with this guy. It's not the case with him at all. He's not. He's a smart guy. You know, he gets it, but, you know, I believe that what he said tonight, he's been in the WWE for so long, you know, he thinks he gets to jump in there and be the heel or do whatever, and the sponsorship thing was the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay? The guy made a lot of money tonight. Was Budweiser going to give him $20,000 or something? I mean, come on. So it's all crazy. It's craziness. I was blown away by it, and you know, I've walked in the locker rooms and had a lot of talks. Never had a talk like that one. So it's not who he is. Period. It's not. If it was, I'd tell you. You know, I'd tell you if that's who he was. I'd say, this guy's a psycho, and I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, but he's not. So we'll see what happens.
Dan, question for you. You said a couple moments ago that you didn't remember how you set up that right hand. You actually set it up with a kick. You were an inside kick. Just like that.
Left kick.
Yeah. Have you been training that and using other weapons to set up your right hand? Because everybody knows the right hand's coming.
It's something, you know, I do throw quite a bit of kicks in practice and training, and you know, I did that a few times in the fight already before that. Just happened to, I guess, set it up right that time. Something I got to watch is more of a instinct and reaction that I was doing out there. And, you know, thanks to having a good team of trainers behind me and a team class, that's what made it happen.
Well, it's almost a good thing that you were able to do it without thinking about it. So, congrats to you.
Thank you.
Dana, over here on your, over here. I'm sure you're tired of talking about Brock, but, you know, he gave an apology, he's kind of laughing about it. You're saying he's not a bad guy.
No, he apologized, believe me, when I tell you, he apologized, okay? Because here's the thing, and he came out here and he did ham it up with the Bud Light thing, but he knows what he did. And what were you asking me?
What makes you think it's, you know, he's going to get hyped up for every fight? What makes you think that, you know, he's a good guy, except right after a hyped up fight, which is going to be every fight he has. Right. What makes you think this won't happen again?
I've dealt with guys, you know, guys get emotional after a fight. Look what he said. He's been in this business for a long time. Dan's fought all over the world. He's fought in big fights in Japan, here and there. And he'll tell you, and any other fighter will tell you, you get emotional sometimes, you know, and you say some stupid things that you don't mean. Brock went so far over the top tonight, and, you know, it was, I can't even describe it. I can't even put it into words. You know, I was, WWE. I mean, that's what it was. And can I tell you he's not going to do that again? No, in a million years I would have never thought somebody would do that. But, you know, we had a talk, and he you know what he said to me when I went into his dressing room? You know, the dressing room's packed. I grabbed him. I said, I need to talk to you. We go in the bathroom, and I start telling him, I don't want to tell you what I said, but it was, you know, no matter how bad my language is, there's women in here, you don't want to hear what I said. But he said, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by what I said, and you're right, and I apologize, and I'm sorry, you know, like a real man would. You know, we talked like men, and he told me he was sorry. He said he was embarrassed, and he shouldn't have done that, you know. You know, what do you say to that? If I went in there and he told me, hey, too bad, you don't like it, I should have, well, you know, but that's not how it was. It's not what he said to me, not even close.